Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they say they still can't see. I say, it's in the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I'm a woman, phenomenally.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Like Water for Chocolate. This is our final episode for the season. Woo-hoo! This season has been so great. We appreciate you guys for all the feedback. I think that these episodes have been really good, Lex.
They've been dope.
They have been.
We've been more prepared this time around.
We definitely have
right?
been. It was just a natural flow. Things are going good, so I'm excited for season 3.
Oh, me too.
I know we're going to have even brighter things happening. We may be able to do some actual live episodes.
Yeah.
We got some things in the works. Mm-hmm. But with this episode, we are going to talk about music, which is our love.
Yeah.
We love music. So that's why we wanted to save this for last.
Right.
But before we dive in, Lex, how was your week?
My week was cool. It was super long. Like, it was never ending, so I'm glad it's Saturday. BS at the 9 to 5. We're trying to get out those 9 to 5s.
Man, ASAP.
But other than that, the baby's teething right now, so I gotta go buy a bunch of stuff.
That happens so fast.
It's fast,
like,
right?
We just did the postpartum because you just had the baby,
Yeah.
and then now we're talking about teething.
I'm back to postpartum,
and then we're gonna be walking.
I know,
and then she's gonna be going to school, and I'm not ready for none of that.
Okay, let's get off that subject. How was your week?
You know me. My days run together. It's just been it's Saturday.
One thing after the next.
Yeah, it's already back to work tomorrow. I feel like I was just there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
But it's all good. Everything is starting to come together. Big things happening. I'm excited for what 2018 is going to bring.
Dope, yeah.
So, yeah, I have no complaints at this point.
Cool.
But we have an amazing guest, and I'm happy that he answered my message and decided to come on our show and bless us with his presence. So I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself.
What up, world? It's your boy, DJ Certified, Power 88. I have a lot of brands under my head right now, but DJing is my thing now. So, so I'm more full-time DJing than anything now, and then I'm producer. I've been producing a TV show now, so.
Okay, what TV show you got going?
Actually working on a new TV show. It launches 2018 on Roku, but it's called Certified 101 TV.
Okay.
It's pretty much a mixed-based video. It's pretty much what we do on the radio, but I do with video. So instead of you catch me mixing music on radio, I'm mixing videos, and then we're just pretty much trying to bring the video world back to the scene.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, please do.
But with videos, and then, I just, and I mix them. I have 4 hosts that I work with, Angie T, Macho, Black, Mills, and Goddess. So they work with us. We just got finished filming I'll Be Sure last week.
I saw the photos of that,
yeah. Last week we did 702. But we're pretty much trying to concentrate on black businesses and what's going on off the strip and trying to show the culture off the strip.
Right.
Just the strip in Las Vegas. It's pretty much more than that. And when people come to Vegas, that's all they see. But trying to bring a more platform back to music. A lot of music is lagging. The corporate people are lagging the good music just for that zombie music to control you.
That's a good word for it.
That is
zombie
a good word.
music.
Yeah, it's just that zombie music. Because if you think about it, back in the day, let's say Soul Train. Okay, we just had the Soul Train Awards in Vegas 2 weeks ago, and if you watch the Soul Train Awards today and back in the day, there was it's different, and there was about 19 categories of music, or they gave away 19 categories of awards. Yeah. Now you watching now, they probably give out 5 awards, and 3 of the awards are the same artists,
Yeah.
So it's you're taking it back. I'm pretty sure nobody knew that Musiq Soulchild just released a new album.
He sure did.
Or
I didn't. I
or
feel
people don't know that
bad.
N.E.R.E. dropped a new album.
That I did know. I know about N.E.R.E.
It's
Yep.
When did that come out? I didn't even know. It's just that's why I said nowadays corporate can shut you out. It's not like the labels are going to back you up in money no more because it's so much. They'll just give iHeartRadio or their top players and pay iHeartRadio, and you're going to hear the same song every hour. I like Rake It Up. I turn to another station, I hear Rake It Up every hour.
Right?
I'm just like, I don't even
on a big loop.
I'm like, how y'all make a song that I love, I don't even really like no more? I was like, I don't like it no more. And then you hear other stuff, and then like the mumble rap music. I'm
That's
just
what
like,
they
why
call
y'all
it
even
now.
playing
And
that?
my daughter,
And I can't even
no lie, my
understand
daughter loves
it.
it.
Yeah.
And
Does she?
it's because I have to remember, it's her generation of music.
It is.
However, she will listen to Michael Jackson, Anita Baker, Tina Marie. She still listens to core music. That's what I call core music because of how I raised her and then how my mom raised me.
What you
But
listen
if
to.
it wasn't for us,
Right.
she would just be all about, what is that group? Migos. She loves Migos.
Oh, does she? Is
And
that her
I'm
favorite
guilty.
right now?
Their beats are dope. Like when you are just looking for the beat, they
That's
got
the
some
only thing
dope
they got
beats.
is a beat.
But they talk
But
about
they don't talk about
nothing.
nothing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
if you actually listen to a lyric, you be like, where did sports drink and bras come together? I don't understand.
So, Lex, what
This
kind of
is-
music did you grow up on?
You know what? It's an
'Cause
interesting
you're
story.
mixed, yeah.
It's an interesting story. Okay, so my dad is a heavy rock dude. He's like the Jimi Hendrix and the AC/DC, Black Sabbath,
And that's still
Rolling
music.
Stones. Oh yeah,
Right.
it's good music. And so like when it comes to, well, he listened to a lot of Marvin Gaye and Al Green and all that stuff too. So, and I feel like those.
I knew my MCM listened to Marvin
does.
Gaye.
He
I knew
does.
it. I knew it.
He has that feel, right? No, but so that was introduced first. All the rest of the music I found on my own. And then I have an older brother who's 7 years older than me. So that's where I found like rap and hip hop, you know what I mean? Because I was one of those little teeny bopper girls. I liked
Backstreet Boys.
I liked all the pop people. And on top of that, if I did try to listen to something with curse words or whatever the case may be, my dad would shut it down. So it was very censored in the house. So I do remember, I want to say this year because my favorite album came out, 98. I was going to Mexico with my family. I had just got a CD player. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I need to take some CDs.
Her generation, she said
Right, CD player, yeah.
A CD
I
player.
bought a tape
No, see, okay, yeah, that was a little more weight.
at warehouse.
But so I had a CD player. I went into my brother's room. I'm like, I need to find some CDs to take with me because we're about to get on this plane. Like, I just need some stuff. So I reached for, there was a Changing Faces album. I grabbed that one.
Yes.
I grabbed, I think it was Biggie's Life After Death. And then I grabbed my favorite, DMX, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. That was like, I turned that shit on. It was over.
It was over after that? It was over.
It was the rabbit hole that I went down and never came back.
I loved DMX. I was a yes,
I'm a
I did like
hardcore
DMX.
DMX fan.
I can't say I was hardcore, but DMX definitely had a moment in my life.
He dropped
But,
the 2 albums.
Yes.
And then it was like exploded. Everybody wanted him everywhere.
And nobody had his style. Nobody still has a style. I don't think DMX gets as much credit.
Ja Rule tried to come close.
He
but
tried.
He tried.
It
didn't make
didn't
I'm like,
work.
No, Ja, you got a little bit more blood, Ja. You need some blood in this.
A little bit more blood.
It's not gonna work. More dogs. It's not
You know
gonna
what,
work. You
Ja
gotta
Rule-
bark. You gotta
I feel
bark.
like Ja
Never
Rule
mind,
started
Ja. It's
that
not gonna
whole
work.
singing, rapping.
He did,
thing.
and he couldn't sing, but it worked for him.
It
it
did.
definitely worked for him, and now we got Drake. Okay, in future. But I say for me, music has always been in my life. Always.
Yeah.
My mom loves music, if not as much more than I do. So I listened to everything. We had Anita going, Sade going. We had the Miracles going. We had Tina Marie. Just everybody that you can think that was, like I said, core music.
Yeah.
I listened to it.
Yeah.
When it came to hip hop, it didn't just start with like DMX for me. It started like Run DMC, NWA. Back when Snoop Dogg was doing Lottie Dottie, We Like to Party. That was one of my favorite songs. Now that I listen to the song, Whitney, why the hell were you singing that song and why didn't nobody stop you? But you
They
know what?
stopped
It
me.
was so catchy. I was so young and I knew all the words to that song. That was my song.
And I
If it
think
comes
that's what's
on
gonna
now,
happen with
I
our
still,
kids.
yes, I still rap all the words to that song. That was one of my favorites.
Right.
What about you? Because I know you love music.
Go take it on back, please.
I'm jazzy. So it started with my dad. You know, my dad was a record head.
He's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
He had all the records. So let me see. For me on real road trips, I came to Mount with Najee, Michael Franks,
Okay.
Sade.
Yeah.
just a lot of jazz. It came to a lot of jazz. So like, back in the day, I want to say like 86, we were at the swap meet, the outdoor swap meet, and I ended up buying my first tapes I bought was Run DMC and Jet. Now I don't know if y'all remember the group called Jet. They had that song "I Got a Crush on You."
Yeah.
I just thought they were dope. And then I always listened to Madonna. I was always listening to LL Cool J. But then about hip hop came more of a form to me back in I want to say 93. I ended up getting in the car with my homeboy, and that's my freshman year of high school, actually. So that's when hip hop actually turned to more hip hop to me. We got in the car and we ended up listening to. He played Mobb Deep, Infamous.
Okay,
yeah, he played Shook Ones.
Yes.
He played Shook Ones, and I was like, "Yo, what's this?" I'm in the background.
What is this?
What's this?
I just put Shook Ones
It's
on
dope.
yesterday.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay. And then right after we heard Shook Ones, I got in the car with my best friend at the time. His brother started playing Nas. It Ain't Hard to Tell, and I was just like, yo. Ain't that the Michael Jackson beat? Is he allowed to do that? Wow.
Right?
We can do that? Man, I'm finna go grab all my records real quick. So then I end up, it just started to form from there. It was just great music. And then R&B artists, I was listening to at the time was always, of course, Michael Jackson Thriller album was always on repeat.
I think everybody had Michael
always
in their life.
on repeat.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I knew the whole dance to Thriller. It was no stopping, My parents actually, see, it's to a point where I like West Coast music. I like hip hop, West Coast music, as long as it wasn't too hardcore. But if it was too much cussing in it, I actually really didn't like listening to it. And of course, my parents wouldn't let me listen to it. So the East Coast and the down South music. Well, I'm just gonna say the East Coast because down South wasn't really established. Established.
Not at that time.
Yeah, so
Yeah, but the South came with a bang when they came, though.
Yeah, they came. But with me, my parents, it was like more of. I could listen to the music because it was less cussing. From Kool Herc, Grandmaster Flash,
right,
all the way down to Rakim. They didn't really cuss.
Rakim's
like,
one of my
I
faves.
still love Rakim.
You really never caught them cussing like a lot. So it was just like more lyrics and telling the story. You had Slick Rick and everybody telling stories. So I was like, oh, this is dope. Danny Dan and Big Daddy Kane. So I was like, oh, this is dope. It's not too much cussing, so my parents will let me listen to it. So that's how more hip hop to me came about. Then when you came to the West Coast, it's just like, motherfuck this, motherfuck that. I was like, whoa, let me turn this down. What y'all just do? Nothing. Yeah, so, it changed.
And you know what? I never thought about that until you said it.
That's
East Coast
true.
did have more of that storytelling vibe.
But
But when the West Coast came out, they were mad. They were like, we want to tell y'all about this bullshit.
That's where the gangster rap came from.
We've been going through some bullshit, and we want to let y'all know. So shout out to NWA for all the motherfuck that
all
and
the
motherfuck
this and this and that. Yeah. Motherfuck Dre. I was like,
Right?
y'all mad. I mean, just tell us what happened.
Well, no lie,
Come,
moms played whatever.
Breathe,
I know,
easy.
right.
Breathe.
A lot of kids, our parents, they're like, no, we can't listen to that. And me and my husband, we try. But back then, good music did have a lot of cussing. And that's probably why I cuss so damn much now.
Well,
I'm kind of like Bernie Mac in a sense.
I think that's
Motherfucker is a noun.
That was another thing, too, because it was a difference of too much cussing. And then I actually chose the East. Well, it wasn't even, I'm from the East Coast. I got East Coast blood. It was just, I love that the culture.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as calling a girl a bitch. Everybody who, even if she was one, you didn't make it known. You just kept it to yourself, or we all knew it, but we would never say it directly to her. She was still our queen. She was still our princess. We still going to treat her with the respect to get her on the right track. But if she chooses that world, then we just going to choose the world. We ain't going to put it out there like that. We looked out for each other. We don't do that too much now. Nobody looks out for each other no more. It's just
That's why our music doesn't have that look out for each other message anymore.
I hate to say it, not a lot of cities. Vegas is one of them that people don't understand the reason everybody's on top of their head. Everybody's on top of their head instead of helping one person get to the next level and then him bringing you up. I don't think people understand how if you watch, I'm shocked at you watch NWA, for people to love in the West Coast.
Right.
DJ Quick, Ice Cube, from Dub C, you know, everybody was in that whole group. You know, they just rose to the chance. Outkast, you got Outkast. Outkast was chosen to go first. Then Outkast brought London Family. Then you get CeeLo, and all this other stuff. We got Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang comes to a group. Then you get Method Man. You get Ghostface. You get a pedestal. Yeah. You get Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you go first. All right, then Jay-Z brings out, no, it was Jazzo. Then Jazzo brought Jay-Z out. Jay-Z looks out for Jazzo, but brings Memphis Bleak and Beanie Man. Vegas, you'll hear one name, and it's Chopper Stool. And then they'll bring it up. Like, you had Neo. Neo could have brought some people out, but...
He decided to act like he wasn't even from here once.
But people act like they didn't know who Neo was either. They didn't show him that love. So he was like, well, damn. Then you had 702. How you going to have a group named 702? I love 702.
Me too.
I love 702. Those are my group. Like, I don't care what it is. That was my favorite girl group singer ever, too.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I was messing with them. I'm like, how y'all from 702? Y'all never shot one video out here.
That's a good point.
People don't show love out here.
That's a good point.
That's definitely wrong. You brought up girl groups. Lex, what was your favorite girl group growing up?
Oh, man.
What do you think just was that one girl group? Or even two. You can pick a couple because there's a lot of good ones from our generation.
He brought up 702. That's a good one. Oh, man.
I'll go then. I'll go. Now, see, me,
SWV.
I love SWV.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved Escape.
I love Escape too, and that was going to come to me, but I think SWV takes it a little bit more.
See, and you know what? I got to also go back to Destiny's Child. I was big Destiny's Child. Oh my goodness! And I did have the cassette tape. It was before the CD.
My brother brought Destiny's Child to me. He did. It was the singles instead of the whole CD. You know when they would put out just the single
the singles.
ones?
Nobody does that no more.
No. Yeah, that's what he brought to me. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, Destiny's Child was it, but Escape, honey. I still, to this day,
who were you,
me and
Tiny?
Precious were just, yes, I had to be because I was light-skinned.
Exactly.
Me and Precious were just texting yesterday, I kid you not. And she sent me a picture of the Escape song Tonight. And she was like, Whitney, I could just hear us singing this at the top of our lungs.
Blowing.
That is the song. And I can't hold a tune like that. But I would sing it like by myself, and I thought I sound just like them.
I bet.
But yeah, Escape had some true hits.
Yeah, so,
like?
I mean, music is fun. Like, y'all would talk about Rakim. I'll talk about Rakim. I actually got to meet Rakim for the first time probably 3 weeks ago. And I actually told him, like, yo, without you doing Know the Ledge, Juice, I would not be a DJ right now. Like, I heard that song, even seeing the movie. Like, I put the movie in, like, oh, what's Juice? You know, my dad brought the bootleg tape home. But this was the bootleg with the real. It was on VHS, but it was actually the real movie. But, you know, they were actually getting boot. That's how the bootlegs were going since 93, 92. But I put it on, and as soon as it comes on, that first song was that Know the Ledge, Juice by Art Rakim. And I was like, yo, that's dope. So it's crazy because I work with Eric B a lot now too, but just hearing that just made me become a DJ. So, I started DJing when I was like 14 years old and took all my dad's records and just went on a binge.
Did you have a certain set that you were just like, this is what I'm going to play all the time when you started at 14?
It changes. It changes. Like when you're with the fellas, I went hardcore a little bit with the Wu-Tang, the Redmans and the Method Mans.
My brothers love Wu-Tang. Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Then you had your smoke gears, and you're like, oh, alcoholics. Redman, Method Man. Oh, it's going down. You're like, this is what we got to hear. We got to hear that smoke music now. And then it changes. Then you get older, and then I got more smooth with it, with the Common.
Yeah.
Because, I used to love her, and then you had AZ and then Jay-Z and stuff. Like I said, it was just more storytelling than just – that was the thing about it. We could say now from this day and yesterday, like, they would tell a story about hooking up with the girl and having sex.
Yeah.
Now you hear the song, and they go immediately into it, like, well, damn, like, what did you do to get there?
That's
like,
what Dave Chappelle was talking about. I beat the pussy up.
That's all you hear now. Like, how'd you get there to the girl? Like, what did you do? All of a sudden, it's just like, no, I slapped her in the face with some money and we had sex. Like, what?
That's a Good point.
Was it that
so
easy?
Yeah.
But I'm like, Jay's, he took her out and gave her chocolates and
Gave her
chocolates and
brought roses.
and and
walked
treated
to
her
the
like a lady.
doorstep.
I don't want to
Yeah.
slap her with money and say drop your drawers. That doesn't even sound right. Like, yeah, dude, and that's what we have with culture today with the guys. You know, guys don't show girls that attention no more, and girls don't see themselves too much. Like, show me the money. Like, no, I want to show you flowers. Like,
Right.
like I'm gonna open the door for you, and the girl gets scared. Like, what the hell I do? You kicking me out? No, I'm letting you in the car.
That's
Like,
so scary, but that
fucked
is
up.
true.
I'm helping you out. Like,
Right,
why are you so jittery?
so jittery. As music changed, though, the culture and people definitely did change. Like, music has such a big influence on the world, period. Whether it's hip hop or R&B, or whether you like country music or rock music, whatever your thing is, music is so influential because it, like you said, it used to tell stories.
Yeah.
And then in those stories, you used to want to live up to those stories
You
if they were
wanted to do those
positive.
stories.
You wanted to
Exactly.
do it, yeah.
And even if it was telling like old blues music, my grandpa used to listen to blues all the time. And I just used to sometimes sit and listen to it. And it was pretty much a man's way of still keeping it smooth, but expressing that, look, she just broke my heart. And I don't have no more love left in me. So, honey, if you come love on me, you're going to have to love me right, because I've been hurt before.
I
And
remember
it's-
those days being in my room, turning off the lights, crying because you lost that girl singing Shy.
Oh, Shy, yes.
And if I Your mom's like, what are you doing? And nothing, leave me alone. She broke my heart.
That makes you feel like you want to be in a music video.
Yeah,
That's
real.
it. That's
I
it.
think
In your
my one is-
car, and you're in a music video.
Remember, what was it? Candy Rain.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in that video.
So for
I
real?
thought that
For real?
was the cutest. I still love that music video.
Yeah.
I bring it up on YouTube every now and then because I like the dance moves.
One
Y'all
of
will
the
never
ones
see me
got
do
from
it,
the
but I
swap
do
meet,
it.
So for real.
But I absolutely, videos were awesome. I don't know if you guys remember, I'm sure everybody remembers, like TLC's Waterfalls.
Right.
That video was so dope. And then the Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson.
That's
that
still one of my
video,
favorite videos.
So dope. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened to music videos?
They
Remember-
slapping girls in the face with money
There
and
you
saying,
go.
drop your drawers.
There's no
like,
more
that's
stories in the
why-
videos.
That's why I came back out with the video show.
Good
so
job.
because there's like videos you be like, oh, that was dope. Like, oh, that's a dope idea. Or, you know, it was like back in the day we had a De La Soul, and you had the
Yes.
video when they were skating and everybody was just having fun.
Right.
You know, and it was just like some type of culture thing. And then it was the food fight. You know, somebody was doing they did the food fight video when everybody was food fighting, and you know, it was just fun. And then I see other people taking chicken wings and wine into Migos, taking chicken wings and wine into a bar, and then the girls are stripping on the floor. I'm like, no. And
Not chicken wings and wine. That
That's
don't
the
even
visual.
go.
I
It's
tell a
supposed
lot
to
of
be chicken
people
and
too.
beer.
I try to
Chicken
tell
and beer.
you-
There you go.
I try to tell
Shout
the
out
artists,
Luda.
I'm like, look, man, I'll play your video, but I don't need no girl stripping in the video. I need you to use your brain and have some ideas
Some
to
substance.
it. A nice video, like something to be like, oh, makes me want to go do that, and then it
Yeah.
appreciates the song a little bit more. That
Well,
you know, they get
NERD
it.
is back, so I'm looking forward to some of their videos.
Oh, that's my favorite. That's
I'm
my favorite group.
looking
That's
forward
my
to some of their
favorite group.
videos.
I was
I'm
telling
sure that
the
they'll
truth.
bring
That's
some
when you can
stories
talk
back.
about an impact in videos, because my
Yeah.
favorite song was Everyone Knows.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
my daughter was probably about 3 or 4 when the song came out. No, she wasn't. She was like 2 or 3 when it came out. I played the
the
song
girls
over and over and again, and she would be in the background singing it and dancing to it, like, you know, she's like, achoo, achoo. And, then you see her, and I'd be laughing because she knew the whole song.
Yeah.
So last week, now Generations Change, they came out with a new song called Lemon.
With Rihanna.
There was a lemon dance challenge, and
Oh,
she
great.
was this choreographer. I taught her this dance named Phil Wright. She ended up they did the dance and they put it on YouTube. It's like they already have like over 100K hits. But Pharrell posted it on his page, so I was like, "Yo, and she told me, she was like, Dad, I'm on Pharrell's Insta story."
That is
Shut
And I was like,
up.
what?
That's
She was
dope.
like, look.
That's
And then I go
dope.
look, and I clicked it. And I was like, oh, snap, that is you. And then I was like, that's crazy. I said, he's my favorite artist. How are you on his page and that's my favorite artist? I said, how you beat me to him? And she started laughing.
Just be happy it happened. That is
like,
so
that's
dope.
cool. I was like,
about
you get
social media.
you get your little points, so we had to tape it so everybody knows that she was on there still. But
That's dope.
that's just crazy. And then she's always been a Michael Jackson fan. So
Yeah.
My daughter is obsessed with Michael, which
I know.
is so, and I'm sure that what was that one song Gianni was singing? She was singing it with Samay, and Samay actually was like, "I like this." What we were at your house? Which one? What was
I
it?
don't
Billie Jean. It
remember.
might have been Billie Jean because it
Was
was when
it?
they were in Samay's room, and it's just crazy how Michael will catch anybody.
Yeah.
Nemo likes Michael Jackson songs.
Yeah.
And Michael is just that person that will just
It'll
he'll
always
never
be that
he'll
way.
always be around, like
Timeless.
no matter what. And so I just want to do really quick a top 5 from you guys,
Oh,
and then
God.
myself.
That always
so
changes,
I
doesn't it?
first want to
New
start
or-
with
new or old?
I first want to start with your top 5 mood setting songs. So like that get you in the mood song. You know,
Get you in what mood?
the sex mood, or the make love mood. I'm sorry.
You know what? I haven't thought about that in so long.
So we can wrap up with that. So top 5 hip hop artists.
Well, DMX is definitely in my top 5.
It's harder than you thought, huh?
Yeah, because you're talking about all.
I got
ears?
2 sets now. I have my old set that I always will go with, and then I mess with the new people.
Let's go with the old ones. I want to know the like I said, the core music.
No, but I can get. I listen to the new ones too because they're real lyricists too. But the old ones, of course, number 1 is Jay-Z. Always, It's gonna
Jay-Z's
be
in my
Jay.
top 5.
It's gonna be number 1. Number 2 is gonna be Kanye was kind of new, so I won't give it to Kanye. Nas is number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 would be Mos Def. Mos Def and
Mos
Talib
Def.
Kweli. Number
Yeah.
4 would be Method Man and Redman actually tied. Number 5, I would have to give it to DMX.
Okay.
I don't know.
So in no particular order, if I just have to give 5 that I know I absolutely were my go-to, definitely Biggie's on there. Definitely Hove is on there. Tupac for sure. Outkast for sure. And Common. So that's my 5.
You guys are better than me.
Like I said, no particular order because it depends on my day.
So new school, I don't listen to a lot, but some people catch me and I have some favorites. My favorite number 1 artist is Childish Gambino.
Love them.
There you go.
Childish Gambino is number
Yes.
1. Like
You
all
guys
his-
can't see her, but
all
she did a
his
praise the Lord,
albums,
hands up in the air.
Like I'm like, yo, this
Been
dude
rocking
is,
with him,
this
man,
dude
for
is
a long
nice.
time.
Like the beats, he tells a story.
Yes.
You be laughing. Even one
puts
he has
out
that
crazy
one song. You be like,
visuals.
all she needed was some. I'll be like,
All
yo,
she needed was some.
all she needed was some. That's my joint. And
Yeah.
then 305, and then second one would be
Yeah, 305 was dope. That video was dope.
who else want to go? Well, Childish gets number 1 altogether. So I'm gonna get Childish as number 1. Then you get Wale's in there.
You know it.
That's in hers.
Wait.
He's not in mine,
Up
but he's in
until
hers.
just recently, his most recent album disappointed
But you
me.
didn't like Fashion Week?
No.
That song was dope.
I just okay. So we go from like Nike boots Wale to like this new pop culture Wale. I don't like it. I want him
He
to
tried
bring
this
it.
crossover.
He is,
He
and
tried
it's
this
not
one.
for
He-
him.
Yeah.
I need him to bring it back. Please come back, Wale,
because
because
Yeah.
you already know how I
I
feel
know.
about Wale.
I
He
know.
was like my number 1.
Yeah.
That was my go-to guy.
Yeah.
Now it's like Wale who?
Yeah.
Because I'm not happy.
Yeah. So Wale, Childish Gambino, J. Cole.
Absolutely.
Who else? So we had Tyler the Creator. I actually like.
I
like
love Tyler
the
the
Creator.
Creator.
Tyler's dope. He tells stories too, and he be hurt a lot of the times.
Yeah.
But he goes through some crazy stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, I remember doing that.
He's a
too.
genius, and he produces a lot of stuff. And I listen to a lot of the internet, so like
Yeah, that's my group.
Yeah.
Internet's my
I
group.
love the internet.
Sid be killing it.
Sid is dope as
Yeah,
fuck.
and the whole group is dope.
The
They all
whole-
put out solo albums,
they
but I
each-
bet you none of y'all knew about that.
Steve
Like,
Lacy.
no.
Steve Lacy's
Steve
a
Lacy
genius.
is gold.
He's dope. He did
Yeah, I
his
put him
whole
on my
album.
first. He's on my first video of the show.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, Steve,
he did his
Steve's
whole
on there.
album on his iPhone. Believe it or not,
Which is super dope.
Dark Red is one of my
He be
favorite
killing that bass.
songs. Yeah, he
Yeah.
kills the bass. Yeah, but
You got at least 3, Lex? Give me 3.
Childish Gambino, for sure. Kendrick Lamar.
I was waiting for Kendrick.
Kendrick's
Kendrick
coming up.
is absolutely my favorite. little fact, Pride, Steve Lacy did that beat. Let me think. I guess I would say J. Cole. J. Cole's in there. I'm a little iffy sometimes on J. Cole.
You used to like Luda.
I love Luda.
Yeah, I was going to say Luda's on there too.
I love Luda.
Luda's in the top 10.
Luda's an
made the
actor
top
now,
10.
though. That's big money.
Yeah, if we're doing top 10, I would have to throw T.I. out there because that's
Luda's
my
in
guy.
there, T.I.'s in there, yeah.
T.I.'s last one for me was Paper Trails. That was a dope
And a lot of people
album.
forget about the homie Big Crit. Just have to,
Big Crit's
throw
new
that out
album
there.
was dope.
Big Crit is he's doing things.
Yeah.
Shout out to my husband.
Took
who
a little
first
while
kinda
because
introduced me into
he
him.
slept
But
on
yeah.
it a
see-
little too long for me.
I think we're being bad now because we're talking about hip hop. Can we get on that R&B game? What y'all know about
Oh,
that
yeah,
foreign exchange?
absolutely.
What y'all know
Foreign
about
exchange
is
You already
dope.
know
That's my
I'm
group.
on it.
Okay.
Come on now, that's my group. man.
There's nobody like foreign
Foreign
exchange.
exchange
Fonte
is
just
dope.
made me feel big again. I was like, I could sing too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
foreign exchange. Absolutely.
Eric Roberson.
Yes, that song he
Cassandra,
has
yeah.
with Jill Scott. Those two together, it was like, not everybody will feel it, but they just made music. It was just so raw. And it was just really just them making, like, for real,
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
That song, that's my go-to. When I'm feeling in a bad mood, I'll throw that on. And it's just Jill doing her thing.
Jill
He's
is
doing his thing.
Dope as fuck. We went to see her, and she's dope. I like Robert Glasper.
Robert Glasper's classic.
Classic.
That's like my new jazz. It's like and it's so funny. People don't understand. They're getting back to that old connection where they all run together.
Yeah.
Robert Glasper, Zoe,
Yeah.
Internet,
Yeah.
Fonte, Little Brother. Who else? What's my other man's name? Man, I know. I said Eric Roberson. Oh, who's my other man? He's sliding through. His head name is on the tip of my tongue right now. But he was singing "Take Back the Blues" with Fonte.
Take Back the Blues. Oh no, I can't think of his name.
Take on the Blues. God, my man's name? I have to look it up.
It's going to come.
Yeah.
I was
I was
going
gonna
to
say, look it up because it's
go
gonna
ahead and
bug you.
Google it.
right
It's
now.
going to
Let
bug
me
you.
Google it real
But
quick.
y'all still ain't brought up my ultimate favorite guy with like the best voice ever, Mr. Anthony Hamilton.
Oh,
I'm
you
sorry.
love
you like
Anthony.
That
Anthony?
is my guy.
I was gonna
hands
say
down.
D'Angelo. I still
See,
love
D'Angelo
D'Angelo.
doesn't do it for
D'Angelo
me.
was
You're
classic.
crazy.
D'Angelo's
I'm just-
album was
you guys,
classic.
Look, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying he doesn't move me in a way that Anthony does. I like music that when your voice, projects, it hits my soul. I feel Anthony Hamilton from the top of my head to the tip of my toes.
I hear you.
That man's voice is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Because he
It
feels
is.
his music.
and
so
he
that's
has
that
what
raspiness.
they call that the vibrato in his voice.
Oh my
and
goodness.
It's just, yeah,
Anthony,
he's dope.
he does it.
I will
and
say
seeing
that.
him live was
I haven't
like
seen him live yet.
everything for me. Him and the Hamiltons.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The man, he's so short. Oh God, he's
Is
little.
he looks little.
But his music is so dope. And just
Yeah.
again, big shout out to Jill. But another slept on artist.
Go ahead.
Miss Jasmine Sullivan.
I love her. And she was
Jasmine
dope when we saw her too.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
And
And she
I
sounds
love
just
every
like that in person, by the way.
Exactly. She doesn't need anything enhancing her voice or not. It just, that is her.
Someone who never disappoints me. Marsha Ambrosius.
Yeah, Marsha's dope.
She's amazing. The notes and the way she can do her voice is incredible.
That's your twin, though. You guys have so many alike
God,
traits.
that's weird.
I found his name now. It's Derek Brockington. So that
Derek,
was
okay.
Brockington. Yeah, he's
All right,
a dope
I'll have to
singer.
look
But
him up.
yeah, that's good. But my favorite singer, since we're talking about singers, my favorite singer is Emile LaRue.
I know that.
I love
But
her.
he was the only, no lie, he was the first guy I met that appreciated her
No one
music
says that.
as much.
No male
Emile
says
is
that.
my
I will
favorite.
tell
That's
you
my
that.
A lot of them
favorite
don't even know who
singer.
she is.
Come on.
Emile.
Well, the song I was just listening to yesterday, the fucking when she was in the group.
Tell me.
Tell me, yeah, with Groove Theory, yeah.
I was just listening to that yesterday. Beautiful.
I heard
Now,
Tell
Mr.
Me.
Taylor
She's
does
beautiful.
like
I was
Mr. Taylor
like,
does like
ooh.
Emile LaRue as well. But
Yeah.
I also
her
like
song
Anne
used
Marie.
to come on Midnight Love Just FYI.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I waited for
her
that.
Her voice is just so soulful. She's like, da da da.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. I was like, yo. Okay.
And then in the video, it would just be like her face, and she was like
her
bobbing
curly
side
hair,
to side.
she's
She was
beautiful.
so dope.
Yeah,
Vivian
she
Green
put
came
out
out
a
with
new
a new
album.
album.
Her
by
new
the way,
album is
too.
nice.
Yeah, Ice Cream. Oh yeah, that album.
Dope.
Man,
Dope.
I'm
Yeah,
a
Vivian
little-
Green. I used to really love me some. Yeah.
See, I liked Vivian. What song was it? Was it called? Is it called Beautiful? Yes, that was one of my favorite songs from her.
Speaking of beautiful, Tweet. A lot of people be sleeping on Tweet. A lot of people sleep on
Smoking
Anne Marie.
cigarettes
Anne Marie is
and
dope.
I
That's my second favorite singer.
Emery came out
Everybody
with a
sleeps on
mixtape
Anne
last
Marie.
year. It was about 8 tracks or so. She's dope.
And then I do like Maya. Everybody slept on Maya. All her albums were dope. I never heard a bad album.
I liked Maya
Her
when
first
I
album
was
still my favorite
younger.
album. Yeah.
But if we're talking voices, her voice didn't do it for me.
No.
She had a
wasn't-
unique voice, though.
Yeah, it was her voice sound.
Yeah.
It was real nasally for me.
Was it?
It was a nasally thing. But she was dope when I was younger. Have I listened to any of her new stuff? Absolutely not. But we're not mentioning one of the greatest, Miss Lauryn Hill.
Oh, of course.
And her voice.
Oh no!
Are you
don't
with
like
that?
I like hip hop Lauryn Hill. I never really liked.
You like the
I
Fugees?
loved
I like
everything
Fugees.
Lauryn
Fugees,
Yeah, I like
Lauryn
Fugees,
Hill.
Lauren.
All right, I got
Because
you.
when she sings that soulful, I guess
Miss
I like those
Education,
soulful.
you gotta say
you
that's a
have to
good
say that's one of the
album.
best albums.
No.
Really? I'm gonna have to call you Rashad. You
I-
not DJ certified right now, Rashad.
Everybody loved the album, but I probably like maybe 1 or 2 tracks on
Really?
the
I
album.
can listen
Yeah.
to
Oh, that
every
breaks
track.
my heart.
It was more singing than I wanted to hear Lauren flow.
What
You were
about,
already
what about
on
Miss
that.
Badass Badu?
Oh, that's my boo.
Yeah.
I was, because if you'd have put your head down on that, we
That's
just
my-
wrapped up the show.
Badu
I'd have been
is
like, all
my
right, you
boo.
guys,
Man,
that's it.
Come on now.
We are out.
I did a private party for her, and it was so funny because she walked in, and like I knew who she was, and I actually froze. Like I don't get starstruck,
Yeah.
but I froze when she came, and then she was just like, "I got a song for you. I want you to play." And I'll give it to you after I get done. And it was a Hotline Bling.
Oh.
And I was like, okay.
I
And
was so excited when that came out.
And then she was like, she's like, you got an auxiliary cord? I said, yeah. Let me get it right now. I got it out of my bag. Still got it. I will not I still carry that auxiliary cord with me. I won't let nobody touch it. I'm like, yo, be careful. Get that back to me. Erykah Badu touched it. Thank you. It
She
should be
does have
it
that
should
presence,
be gold
though.
right now.
I
And then
bet.
everybody like flipped out when they saw the picture of it. Because I
Yeah.
be telling people like, yo, I'm finna go to this private party. I want to go, and I invite people and they never come. And then she showed up. Oh, I should have came. Yep,
Yeah.
that's all right. That was cool.
Slept
So I
on
had
it.
fun with her.
Slept
so,
on it. Yeah.
that was
Yeah, I better stop sleeping. He met Miss Badass Badu.
That's
Not too many
dope.
people can say that in their lifetime.
I know.
And then you met Rakim, so I'm jealous
I'm
right
all
now.
jealous.
Like I'm feeling some kind of
No,
way.
it's crazy
Rakim's in a
because
lot
you
of,
talk about slow jam songs, right? So my number one slow jam song to go to is Jagged Edge. What you trying to do?
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta
Play
be.
that
It's
and let
like,
that keep and get to it. But
gotta be still my
the man of the hour, I'll be sure. Like I actually work under him now, and it's so funny because he actually wants me to start working under doing his Secret Garden show, his slow jam show now too.
See, I was gonna say my go-to "Get in the Mood" song is "Secret Garden." Like that song is everything.
So it's funny how he calls me like Little Mogul now, and I'll be like, I'm not no mogul.
No,
dope.
you own it. You
that.
especially from somebody like that. Like I know if these younger people are listening to our show, you may have no clue what we're talking about.
No.
Just Google it. Ask your mom. Ask grandma.
Get on YouTube
They know
and
who
go
it
on
is.
that
It's
YouTube
crazy
rabbit
because
hole.
it was like he's like, yeah, man, I listen to you. He's like, my girl loves you. Like we listen to you all the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't say that. I'll be sure. Like I'm just DJ. Like you the one who made the path. I just play the music. So
That's gotta feel good.
that
though.
one. What else?
It's because you're one of the DJs that still plays real music. Like, and I always told you that from when I met you when you were DJing at the Ice House. The reason why I enjoyed coming to the Ice House so much is because I knew between you and DJ Slim, I was going to hear real music.
I
It wasn't
miss
going to
the
be
Ice
bullshit
House.
all night. It was going to be some real music. Y'all would take it back for a little bit, and then you bring it back to the current, play a few slow jams in the night. Like, it was real music.
You get some reggae in there.
Absolutely.
Love it.
That
And
that was good
I'll
times,
turn
y'all.
down
That
the
was good
lights,
times.
and then you're like, I'm like, all right, fellas, time to get together. First song song come up. It's that "Freak Me" by Silk.
And he always did
Freak
it.
me, baby. Everybody like, oh, like y'all better hurry up. And then
And
I
you
would play.
see all the girls' hands in the air because they about to get it.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into Cases, "Happily Ever After."
Love it.
Then I would go into
Shout out to
what was
Beyonce.
my
They
other
forget she
set?
was in that
And,
video.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'll have to go hardcore.
Yeah.
And I'll play that song with Ashanti. It says Ashanti, but I think she just sung the hook outside the song called "Fuck You." You don't have to say too much.
Okay,
oh,
got it.
They always put her name on there. Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, do y'all even know the real artist song to this?
And see, I don't. But I know the song.
Then,
What's your Get You in the Mood song, Lex?
You got me thinking about all these songs. Now, that's crazy because he brought that up. That was on one of my little my little mixes. My go-to song.
Or just one that pops into your mind to where you know when you hear it. And I think one of yours is probably a Marsha song. You probably got a Marsha song. I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Because that's your lady.
Yeah, she has.
Because I like her song, Your Hands.
Your Hands. Yeah, that was on the late night, early mornings CD. It's her mixtape that has all the fucking songs on it.
All right, Marsha.
Yeah, because you
had
gets down on that.
What else? Usher, Can You Get With It?
Usher's Can You Handle It?
Yeah,
Yes.
New School.
On the Confessions album. Woo!
Confession, that was like his dopest album.
His
Like,
dopest
that's an
album, unfortunately.
I can appreciate an album from an artist, so you can just let it play from beginning to end and like don't have to touch it like one time. And that's how I grade my music. Like
That's how I feel about my
If
Jill
I don't have
Scott
to hit
albums.
fast forward,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you got
Absolutely.
a dope album. Like Internet, whole album.
Oh, yeah, whole
All
album.
their
Whole
albums, you
album.
just let them ride. You like, oh, just let the whole album
But
ride.
Sid's album, too.
Sid's
Yeah,
album too. Yeah,
man.
But
Finn?
who's
Yeah.
my new artist there? Daniel Caesar.
Daniel
Yes.
Caesar.
Woo, boy.
But wait.
That's my wedding song.
Daniel Caesar had, when I tell you I sing this song from my soul, it does something to me, and that's his song with her.
Oh yeah,
With her,
I love that
yeah,
song.
that song with Sid too.
Yes.
Speaking of her
Is that's a very
She's
she
dope.
is slept on, people, and we're not saying her like we're pointing at somebody. The name is her.
H.E.R..
Yes.
R.
Look her up.
And
Do yourself
Caesar,
a favor.
And Caesar.
SZA. I always have to.
SZA.
Yes, she's been dope though.
Yeah.
Me and Lex used to listen to her before anybody knew who she was.
I got a SZA
And-
album right on my fucking
Yes,
iPod. Like I go all
she
the way
was
back.
dope. Like
SZ.
like Hijack. I like that song.
Love Hijack.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Is it Strong Winds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those two songs from SZA. I know you guys
Babylon,
are used
Kendrick.
to Weekend, but do me a favor. Listen to the old SZA album and get
Please
a feel for
do.
who she really is.
Yeah.
Because she did this so she can kind
That's why
of let the
that's
world
why I
know
in
who
there.
she
about
is.
Childish Gambino. They be like, I don't know, rap on. I'm like, no.
Nah.
No,
You gotta
before
listen to the
Red
last
Bone.
album.
That's way.
You
That's
gotta
a
listen to
change.
Heartbeat. You gotta listen to Heartbeat.
Yeah, you do. You gotta go back to camp. You
That
gotta
was
go
you and
back
Samay's
to,
album.
Yeah.
She
She
her
likes
daughter loves
sweatpants
him.
because
Oh,
Yes.
that's my joint. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets into that shit.
That was my hook. I used to have that on my phone. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you mad at me?
right.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so.
Oh, this music talk just made me happy, y'all.
I
Like,
went to
music is
Afro
awesome.
Punk
You
last
did go.
year, and I saw SZA perform. Because what's dope about Afro Punk is it's all night. So like your favorite artist might perform at 2 a.m., but you got to stick around. And I saw, how do you say her name? Is it Kalela?
I know who you're talking about,
Kalani?
though. No, it's
No.
oh my God, Brandon listens to
I
her.
gotta pull her up now.
Yes.
she was there, and she's absolutely one of my favorites now.
This is another.
She just came
artist.
out with the
Oh,
LM.
okay,
Yep.
okay. Here's
Brandon
another artist.
listens to
There's
her.
another artist I listen to now. Y'all gonna trip out if y'all ain't never heard of her. Her name's Sabrina Caladio.
Yes,
I have listened
She
to her.
sounds just like Camille LaRue.
I
and at
love
first I heard
her.
the
Yes.
song and I was like, who's this? Camille LaRue got a new song out? And I never use, the music app to find out a song because I'll just type the song up to
Right,
figure it
right.
out. And I hit it and then I was like, it's a white girl.
Yeah.
You are so funny.
Really?
She got the nerve singing like
She
this.
sound like Camille LaRue. Then I was to the album. I was like, okay, you got your black card. We had a melody
we gotta
in
listen
the
to one of my favorite. We gotta talk about Solange and
Yes.
how
Solange is slept on.
yeah,
They sleep on
even
Solange.
back in the
Solange,
day. Yeah.
since Disco Casco's been dope.
Yes.
Like
She was.
Tony.
Oh,
Love
I
that
always.
song.
I love Tony. And then I
Love that
liked.
song.
What was it called? Oh my goodness! Wait, I just had a
It's
complete.
a song of hers.
Yes. where she was just pretty much saying, like, people don't like me and I truly just don't give a fuck. What was the name of the song? Was it something Bird? Was it Free Bird?
Free Bird. No,
Free
I think it was Free
Bird.
Bird.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was my song because I was at a point in my life when that song came out to where every word made sense. Yes, that was that. You know what? You right, Solange. Fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah. See, you know what's so funny? Was funny with good music, and that's how I kind of like intriguing on to girls I'm actually talking to.
Yeah.
Because I would say songs when I'm talking to them.
Right.
To communicate with. I'm like, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, go listen to the song. Because, you know, this one girl was like, it wasn't even my girl. It was one of my exes. And she always used to dwell on the past. And things that her other exes did. So I hit her with, I'm not no previous cat.
Oh, yeah,
I was like, you gotta
yeah.
listen to Music Soul Child on that one.
There you go.
I hear that.
There you go.
And music
music used to
definitely
bring it.
tells the story for you. Me and Brandon used to send YouTube videos to each other when we first started dating. And I remember his little freaky ass sent me Secret Garden. And I said, we were not on that. We were sending lovey, like, I love you, I'm ready to build with you type. No, he sent me Secret Garden. I said, well, all right.
He was building
up to it.
He was building up to it.
Yeah, he was.
But before we wrap it up, I do just have to ask you guys, and you asked this question actually on our Like Water for Chocolate, what artist passing you think affected, number one, you the most, and also just kind of took that piece away from music when they passed?
Michael Jackson. Like,
But do you think him dying,
He was
absolutely,
starting
but
a tour at the time, wasn't
yeah,
Yes.
it just gave me a chill because, you know, I'm watching it and they're like,
he seemed invincible.
yeah, and they announce it and they're just like, he's passed away, and then you just get this chill. It's like his soul went through you, and you're just like, yo.
That happened to me when I opened up
crazy.
my
like,
laptop.
That's unreal. Like,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson is he's a god. Like, that's crazy. And like, you just sat there. Like, as soon as it happened, I went really into my room and started working on a mixtape. I was like, yo, this is
With
crazy.
the Mike stuff?
Yeah, with all
Yeah.
Michael stuff. I'm just like, yo, this is like, that's wild. Like, it's like they announced it and his soul was in you and it just literally just went out. And you're just like, yo, that's crazy.
Because he did have like that invincible presence. What about for you, Lex?
Yeah, I mentioned one on our page, but I'll say one that hit me hard too. I opened up my laptop and I saw this article, and it was when Whitney passed.
Yep.
Fuck my life. Like, I was like, oh no, because like her music,
Yeah, those two I want to say are the biggest. But no lie, when Aaliyah died, y'all, I cried. Like I cried like she was my
had it on the
family
news
member.
that plane.
Crying. And then
That
when
hit me
106
too.
and Park did like the I'll never forget, and I miss 106 and Park. But when they did like the dedication to her and then started playing all her videos.
her
and-
music
Because
was all over the
Aaliyah was
radio.
like everybody's girlfriend. Because I was on
felt
tour.
All the
some
girls
kind of way.
wanted to
Well, I
part
thought
their
I was
hair and
her.
have it-
Like, I really
Yeah,
thought I was
exactly.
I was on
Aaliyah.
tour and we were putting with Def Jam and the text just goes out. You know, I was all happy because I had the platinum two-way pager like all the industry people, and I had the platinum one like Jay-Z, and I'm like, boop, boop, boop. Hold on a minute, what?
Yeah.
I said Aaliyah died. Jay-Z and Dave Dash and Missy was with her too. Oh, we were just all sad. Then they were like, no. They said Missy and Jay and Dame left before her. It was just her. And then just really, she died in the plane crash. And
It was
I
really
was like,
sad.
come on.
And a lot of people don't talk about it, but Big Pun passing was hard for me too, because I don't care what nobody said, I loved Big Pun. I was a Big Pun fan.
That
and
was
when
a big
he
one 'cause-
died, it sucked because he was just starting to really kind of get out there, and he was bringing a lot of people with him, like Tony Sunshine. I love Tony Sunshine.
The Fat Joes.
Cuban Links.
Yes, and Fat Joe and
Noriega.
all of that. And so he kind of, he was, like you said, how they were bringing it, he brought him, with
brought
them.
him
And,
up, yeah,
and then he
Yeah.
passed, and
And then
then
they didn't come
they
up.
just kind of faded
Fell off.
away.
They
They
fell off.
faded to
Yep.
black, and it sucks.
My recent one is Prodigy. Because like I said,
Prodigy,
my first
yeah.
hip-hop was Prodigy, was Mobb Deep. And
Yeah.
actually, it was crazy. We took the last picture with him before he
Wow.
left at the concert. He was literally leaving to go to the hospital when we talked to him last at the concert out here in Las Vegas. So that was crazy. Like, I didn't, it was hard. It sucked what happened to Pac. It sucked what happened to Biggie. But like even Prince, I was like, yo, that's unreal. Like,
yeah, Prince.
How
That was another
can
one I
y'all
was gonna
let
bring up.
something like that happen to Prince? Like,
Yeah, that
he
was...
always has 15 people with him. Like, how of a sudden, what? He's by himself
In
and
an
this
elevator?
happened? Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to touch on my thoughts on that. Just know that Prince had a message that he wanted the world to know, and he had some information.
Yeah, he did.
And
he didn't let nobody control him.
he didn't
It
let
seemed
anybody control
like
him.
Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Things happen. Like anybody who has some type of power or control, next thing they're here, and then all of a sudden they're gone. You're like, how'd that happen? Like, I don't
Prince
think,
was more of
Prince
like an
was too smart
awakening
to let something
moment
like
for
that
me
to happen.
when
Yeah.
he passed. It was more of an awakening thing. And then no lie, I just have to, and this has nothing to do with deaths, but Jay-Z is a smart businessman on top of being hip hop because he bought pretty much all the rights
He
to
got all the
Prince's
rights.
music.
Yeah.
So you have to have title if you want to listen to Prince. So if y'all been looking for Prince on all these other Pandora or Spotify, y'all not gonna find it. You're gonna have to get title, and that's how you'll be able to listen to Prince and see all the Prince videos. So shout out to Jay-Z for being smart as I don't know what
Yeah.
and making that
Man,
money
I'm
move. But
telling
he
you,
more
man.
so he said that he did it because he didn't want people to not appreciate Prince's music or take it and try to mix it with some Migos or mix it with crazy stuff. He wanted to be able to kind of control what people did with, because I mean, Prince was a genius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute genius. Just like Michael was a genius.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston was a genius.
Yeah.
I understand she said Bobby Brown was the king of, R&B, but that's okay. Just let that
we'll let you
moment
go.
pass.
You in love.
Let
You
that
in
pass.
love,
Because
Whitney. Whitney.
just y'all bring it back to Bodyguard and
She's like, she
y'all.
loved him. She just loved him.
She loved him. It was
Just
love.
accept it. We know.
Just loved him.
We know who the real
We all
one
go
is.
through it.
But you guys, this episode has been so much fun. I definitely appreciate you
We
for
gotta get
stopping
a
through
part
DJ
two.
Certified.
Oh,
We
thank you,
will
thank you.
have a part two.
Because we
Thank
got to
you.
talk
Oh, yeah,
about
yeah, that'll
these
be part two.
And
ridiculous
then maybe
Yeah.
you can bring
Yeah, I can
someone.
bring the crew. I'll bring the crew.
with
Yeah,
you.
I'll bring
We
the
can
crew,
do this
yeah.
We'll do a
live.
real-
If I didn't know
Uh,
it was so early, so I'll make sure they wake up. We get them there and
No,
No,
we can
next
even do
time
like an
we'll
evening
do an
live
evening
session.
yeah, I'll
We'll
bring,
do a
I'll bring
drink
my other
champs,
hosts with me. Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll have a really good time. But
Yeah.
it's been real, you guys. And again, this is our last episode for the
We'll
season.
be back,
When's
so
the
we'll
season
see you
start
in the
again?
new year.
In the new year.
In the
Oh,
new
the new
year.
year.
In
Okay. So
January.
y'all on
We will
holiday
be back.
vacation
Yes,
time.
That's
we're
right.
on- yes.
Take some time
Yeah,
out.
Take some
holiday
time for the
vacation.
family.
Oh, that's cool. So when I come back, my show will be launched on Roku. So
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
perfect timing.
That'll be perfect.
the
So
show
yeah,
will
you
be
guys, we
done.
will have a part 2 with DJ Certified.
Shout out our Toasted Tomorrow.
You guys
happening at
have to
Classic
be
Jewel.
there at Classic Jewel December 9th. Go to the Beat Network page on Facebook. You'll be able to buy your tickets. Only $10.
That's
what y'all
it.
doing?
First
what
drink
y'all
is
doing at
on
my
us.
spot?
I know.
Oh.
First, that's where he
I
DJs.
DJ there every Friday and Saturday.
Oh,
So I'm like, what y'all,
dope.
so that's on my night.
That's on December 9th.
Yeah, that's on a Saturday. That's on my night.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
usually there.
hey, we're going to be in there.
What y'all
We'll
got
be in
going?
there, you guys. So
What y'all
make
got
sure you come
going?
check us out. It's a
A
celebration of us,
our
of-
first year
of our big
all of
man
our
Los.
What
podcasts
time?
being
His
on
dream.
iHeart, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? Okay.
I think it's 10 to 2, right?
10 to
Oh yeah,
2.
10 to 2.
So yeah, I gotta do a Christmas party, so I'll be there about 10.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay,
I'll be on the
y'all
turntable.
hear DJ Certified said he's gonna be there.
He said he gonna be there.
I'll be
I'm gonna
there
need y'all
on the
to be there.
turntables after. I should be on by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
because Christmas
Let's do
party
it.
ends at 10 o'clock. I get booked for a lot of Christmas parties and stuff. It's holiday season time, so I'll be in
Absolutely.
after.
Cool.
Well,
We'll
if
see
y'all
you.
need a DJ for y'all, he does weddings, bar mitzvahs,
Yeah.
birthday parties.
Yeah, y'all can find me. Y'all
Hit
can
'em
find
up.
me on all Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at DJ Certified 101. My TV show's called Certified 101 TV. Y'all can find that on Instagram and Facebook. And book me if y'all want to listen. Go to djcertified.podomatic.com. All my mixtapes are there. You can listen to them. It's like over 20 of them. So I got reggae, I got neo soul, I got jazz,
And
I
they're
got
good.
slow jam, I got party, I got new music. Like if y'all want to hear some new music that you ain't never heard before, it's called Certified Male New Music. I'm bringing back the hip hop. That's all new real hip hop music. Like
Yeah.
oh man, like I had some New York cats hit me up and they were like, man, I listened to that mixtape from beginning to end. Like I've never heard. He was like, I was trying to Google some of these artists and I was like, yo, who are these people he's playing? Like
Doing it.
so,
That's my weekend.
Yeah.
That's going to be my
That's
weekend.
the way that you do
Check
it.
it
Well,
out. Check it out. You can download for free too. Listen now.
You see
or
that
download.
for free, people. So no
For
excuses
free.
for
No
real
excuses.
music. No
Get it.
excuses for
but
real
you know be
music.
getting me though. Y'all be shiesty sometimes. How y'all know how to make a meme, but you can't go to my website and instantly click download? That's all you got to do. Like y'all making videos, moving with your girl. You're like, oh, where you do that at? Oh, on the app. Did you go download my mixtape? No, I didn't do that yet. You're a piece of work. You know that.
You are just a piece
don't be
of
lazy.
work.
Go download the music.
All right. Well, it's been real, you guys.
It's been dope.
Lex Love, this has really been our only time to see each other. So during the holiday season, we're going to have to make it work.
We'll get it together. But again, get real boozy with
we're
the
gonna have
eggnog.
Absolutely. No eggnog for me, but let's do some like spiked cider.
Cider?
Yeah,
okay,
let's do
we
some
got
spiked
it.
cider.
Holiday sangria. Here we go. Here we go.
But you guys, toast to tomorrow. Don't forget, like Water for Chocolate. Make sure you like our page so that you know when we're coming back.
Beat
also,
Network
we're
Online.
all on iHeart.
That's right.
We got a new show as well. Reality TV. Yes. So make sure that you guys subscribe to Beat Network on YouTube and you'll be updated on everything that we got going.
Y'all got a reality TV show?
We do.
It's not a reality TV show. It's a podcast that discusses reality TV.
Oh.
You know, people love to talk about reality TV like that's
so
their
y'all talk about
cousin.
reality shows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I don't know nothing about those.
Well, even if you didn't listen to that show, you'll feel like you did.
I watch. Yeah, I'll be like, it'd be funny. You come to my parents' house. My dad be watching Love and Hip Hop. I'm like, how can you watch this?
That is so funny.
How can you watch this? I'm gonna go home and watch Punisher, or I'm gonna go watch The Get Down.
There you go. Oh, they canceled that. But anyways, okay.
I know,
all right,
so
but
sad.
you guys, we love you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and staying loyal to us. Our Like Water for Chocolate. What do we call them? Chocolatiers?
Our chocolatiers.
Our chocolatiers.
Let's call them
Thank
our
you so
chocolatiers.
much. But until next time, it's your girl Truth.
Lex Love.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.